Welcome, Simulation Football fans, to David A. Richardson Memorial Stadium in Raleigh, North Carolina, where this evening San Diego will look to get their first win in their first season in the Simulation Football League. Welcome inside the broadcast booth, everyone. I'm Jeff Melanishin, and joining me, as always, is Charles Doherty. Charles, how are you doing this evening?
I'm doing great, Jeff. I am doing great. I am so excited about this game. I'm going to jump right in with my wish list. On the San Diego offense side, my wish is to have Jalen Wells, the halfback, and tight end Optimus Klein to score their first touchdowns in season 16. On the San Diego defensive tackle JT Slayer, I want him to get 2 sacks so he can keep up with the rest of the DL starters. So all of them will have 3 sacks for the season. On the Carolina side on offense, halfback Logan Jack, wide receiver Harish Prasad. I want them to make the 5,000-yard club. Jack needs to rush for 170 yards, Prasad 54 yards receiving, and let's not forget quarterback Xander Gold, 186 yards from a 17,000 career passing yard mark. On the Carolina defense, I want to see a sack from both the defensive line, the linebackers, and the defensive backs. This is one of the only teams, I say few teams in the SFL that have the ability to do that.
And we are just ready to get this one going. Carolina wearing the all reds. They're going to be kicking this football and getting this underway as they will get the ball to start the second half. Meanwhile, you got the Mavericks from San Diego in the white and the gray pants, and we are underway as Bissell Jones kicks this one off, and it's going to be fielded inside the 5 and brought out to the 27-yard line. And that is where we will see for the first time in this game Javier Vasquez, who comes into this one last week. He was 27 of 31 for 257 yards and 87% completion percentage and then 2 touchdowns. And he did take care of the football with 0 turnovers in that losing effort, 34-17 against Jacksonville, as he starts under center in this one in the I formation. Got the D to jump. That was Hall that got up there a little early, and that one is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, a little jumpy on the defensive line there for Carolina. They're ready to attack that quarterback for San Diego, but they need to get a little bit more discipline.
For Cologne, getting a little bit of happy feet there on the first play of the game. And he decided he wanted a little bit of an extra jump to get that sack that he needs to move up to number 10.
Yeah, he's hungry. He wants to taste that, get that quarterback down, get a couple sacks, and he's just got to slow down a little bit, take a breath, and settle in there.
So now, after the penalty, it's going to be first down and 5. So Vasquez is going to stay under center in the offset I formation this time, as the linebacker looked like he's going to come off the edge. They're going to start with a handoff to Wells, and he goes up the middle, and they're going to hurry it up. And getting the stop was Kane Vasquez, coming over from Tulsa in the offseason. Hurry it up here on first down. Wells breaking out of the tackle, getting to the outside. He takes another shot from Vasquez, and they're still going to stay in the hurry up as the Mavericks, seeing something they like in the Skyhawks defense that they want to take advantage of. Trying to get outside. Look at that power again, as he's already breaking. Probably 4 tackles already in this game, as he's going to hurry it up here. So now it's going to be 3rd and inches. Can they get the first down? Does the defense know what's going to hit them? No, they don't, because they can't get it. And it's still going to be another first down for Mavericks.
Wow, very smart. I mean, a smart play calling there from San Diego. Catch Carolina on their heels. I don't know if Carolina was expecting that hurry-up offense from the start. Had them in a little guessing game in San Diego. And more importantly, Jalen Wells was able to run very strongly and get some good yardage.
Well, after running it for the first couple plays, they're going to decide to go empty set, and they try to test the corner of Tristan Hatley, but he gets his first pass deflection. We'll get the starters for the San Diego Mavericks. Already seen Javier Vasquez and Jalen Wells, but the fullback is Nick Hogland, and then the receiving core of Ryan Owens, Connor Weston, Shea Carroll, coming over from Carolina in the offseason. The tight ends are Stephen McMichaels and Optimus Klein coming over from Florida. And here it's going to be second down and 10 as the linebackers seem to be shifting on this one. Handoff to Wells, trying to go up the middle, but there's Cologne able to wrestle him down, and then the cavalry comes in from behind to finish it off.
I love the fact that San Diego was committing to some power run game. Not many teams do that off the start in the SFL. But one thing to keep your eye on is this Carolina defense. I love the fact that they've committed to the 3-4. Their four linebackers are all over the field. They've got great on-field presence and speed.
We'll touch on the linebackers for Carolina coming up. Vasquez moving around in the pocket, and he delivers a missile for the first down. Got out of the pocket and found Optimus Klein coming across the middle, or excuse me, Shea Carroll coming across the middle, able to get that catch in the first down as they are marching down the field to the Carolina 39. And the defensive starters for Carolina Skyhawks, defensive line of Cliff Grizzly, Christopher Colon, and Phil Hall. Linebackers, as Charles alluded to, John Neville, Shervon Prasad, Amon Takes, and Levant Irvine will get the secondary after this play as Vasquez dropping back, delivering it to the sideline. Pass will be caught by Ryan Owens, his first grab. In the secondary for the Skyhawks, Tristan Hatley, Mark Martin, Davison Joseph, the corners, and then the free safeties, Chad Stinson, Monty Wyatt, and the strong safety, Cain Vasquez.
I like the way they're mixing it up here, Jeff. Again, they're keeping the Carolina defense on their heels so far.
Vasquez under center. He's going to drop back, quick drop. He's going to fire it out to the left, and that's going to be a nice grab and a first down for San Diego as Optimus Klein gets his first reception of the evening.
And nothing flashy on the San Diego side. They're just a little conservative, but they're moving the chains and having a lot of success. And so far, Carolina doesn't have anything to answer.
So now first down and 10, getting close to the red zone. Just 2 yards away from that. Javier Vasquez under center, handoff. This time going up the middle with it will be Jalen Wells as he's up to 20 yards on 6 carries. So definitely now it seems like the Skyhawks defense is kind of taking a toll on the San Diego offensive line.
Well, it's going to be interesting. So far, San Diego has shown a lot of power sets on offense. And it's really going to be a premium on that Carolina defense for those linebackers to get up in that gap quickly.
Throwing it out to the fullback, showing a little fullback love. I know Charles likes that from last week as Hoagland picks up his first reception, but is going to be stopped for no gain on the play, setting up third down and long.
Yeah, you can't forget the fullback, Jeff. You got to keep the fullback in the plans. And I love it that San Diego is doing that. I mean, it wasn't a sexy play, wasn't a lot of gain, but, when you mix it up, you keep the defense thinking.
So 3 down defensive lineman here on third down and 9. Vasquez dropping back all sorts of time, throwing it across the middle. Diving catch is caught. What a throw and catch. Shea Carroll with a big-time grab, and they're going to hurry it up. First down and 10 at the Carolina 12. Dropping back 5 steps. Vasquez. Pressure starting to collapse on him. He gets out of it, fires it incomplete.
Wow. He threw it out of bounds. That was smart. I thought he was going to get sacked, but that was good pocket presence there for the quarterback.
And here Vasquez still going to hurry it up on the incompletion. Second down and 10. 5 steps. Pocket starting to collapse, and down he goes for the first time. Has the sack getting home. And that was a big-time sack from Phil Hall. He'll get his first of the night. Still going to hurry it up. 3rd and 15.
Wow.
Hall up the middle again, but Vasquez drops out of it. Fires it underneath. Pass is going to be caught, but that's going to be all she wrote for the drive, and they're going to have to settle for a field goal.
Yeah, up until about the 30-yard line, San Diego was moving great, doing a lot of smart variation in their play calling, mixing in some hurry-up offense, and it looked like they started to stall when they got closer to the goal line. But at least, hopefully, they'll walk away with 3 points on the board.
And the first field goal opportunity for points is going to be from Nico Cappuccino. High snap, but the holder gets it down, and Cappuccino knows what to do with it, and he'll kick it through the upright. And it's just like that, a 3-0 game as San Diego on their first drive takes it down the field and took some time off the clock as well, as Carolina will finally get the ball and finally get some possession time going. As that was a 17-play, 64-yard drive for for the San Diego Mavericks. Kick is away from Cappuccino, and it's going to be returned out by Avolis, and he's going to get it out to the 23-yard line. And so we'll get to see for the first time tonight the new quarterback for the Carolina Skyhawks, Xander Gold, who coming in last week in the 3-point loss to Florida was 34-46 for 232 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions.
Yeah, a lot of throws there by Xander Gold. Hopefully they can get Logan Jack a little bit more involved in the offense tonight.
And a quick throw out to Jack coming out of the backfield, and he's going to be hit and dropped on the play by Jacob Clear, and we'll get the starters for the Carolina Skyhawks. Xander Gold, the quarterback. The halfback is going to be Logan Jack. Receiving core of Sam Avolis, Heath McDaniel Jr., Harish Prasad, and the tight end Tony Zuma. As Xander Gold will go under center. You got the fullback and Logan Jack in the backfield in the I formation. Here it's 2nd down and 7 from their own 26. Short drop out to Logan Jack. Breaks out of one, but was hit. Breaking out of another one.
Gosh.
Tries to juke 2 guys, but finally the duo gets him down to the ground, but not before Logan Jack picks up 9 yards on the play, and it's a 1st down for the Skyhawks.
That was an impressive play by Logan Jack. He got hit once, he got hit twice, and just, effort and athleticism took him to the 1st down marker. And what can you say about Logan Jack? I mean, well done. He's a pro.
Really showing his strength on that play, and if Carolina could get that going, that's going to be tough to see from the Mavericks, and they're going to try it yet again, and he gets 5 yards on the play before he was touched, but he was dropped right at those 5 yards.
Smart offensive play calling by Carolina. They line up in that strong formation or power formation, and the defense is expecting a run up the middle or maybe off tackle, but they slip it out on a swing pass, and we're able to get 5 yards.
Carolina coming in with 19 points per game. That's 15th in the SFL this season. Total yards, they're 20th, with averaging 300 through the first 3 games. But Logan Jack trying to get going on the run, and that's something we really don't see from the Carolina Skyhawks, is they're coming in only averaging 77 yards per game on the ground.
Yeah, running out of a single formation. It looked like they had 4 wide, and again, they caught the defense a little bit off. They weren't expecting it, but now they got a manageable 3rd and 1.
From their own 43, handoff to Jack. He is hit, and he's going to be dropped for a loss on the play, courtesy of Pete Mitchell coming in from his linebacker spot and shutting that drive down before the Skyhawks could get something going. We'll get the starters for San Diego. Defensively, Joe Duncan and Denzel Maverick are the defensive ends, and the tackles are Mufasa Kamau and KT Slayer. Linebackers Carson Miller, Pete Mitchell, and Devin King. And then the corners are Ron Huff and Jacob Clear. And then the free safety is Ray Lenurl III. And then the strong safety is Mike Ryan, as that one was almost blocked. And it's got a big hang time of 4 seconds. And that doesn't give the receiver any room, Ryan Owens, to return anything. So now we've seen 2 drives, one by both teams. What are you liking so far from what you're seeing by both teams here, Charles?
Well, one thing that's sticking out in my mind was the tackle that we had on the last play there. I mean, that was keeping them from getting a 1st down, and here we are. They had to punt it, and it was great defense, and now San Diego gets the ball back.
They'll start with the Jalen Wells run, and he'll pick up a chunk on the play, pick up a 6 on the play before Cain Vasquez coming in and making the stop and clearing it out.
Yeah, the name I was trying to come up with was Pete Mitchell. Great stop by Pete Mitchell. Sorry about that. It was a great tackle by him. I mean, that's hard to bring down Logan Jack on full speed, and he was able to, again, close it down and get the ball back in San Diego's hands.
2nd down and 4. Vasquez will fire this one out, and it's going to fall incomplete. He had the receiver out there, but it was tight coverage, so good awareness by Javier Vasquez to just throw that one away.
Yeah, threw it out of bounds. That's fine. He's got a manageable 3rd and 4. He's got the whole playbook open for him, and let's see what he does.
Coming in, San Diego is 38% on third down. Definitely need to get that up as they're 23rd in the SFL. And it's going to be 3rd down and 4 here for San Diego, but they're 3 for 4 tonight. Hand off, and that is going to be 3 of 5 on 3rd down, as well as is going to be hit and dropped before he could get through the line, as Shravan Prasad coming up and making another tackle.
Yeah, Shravan Prasad, the musician, comes up there and shuts him down. That was San Diego. They're showing that they've got a lot of confidence in their running game, but Prasad just shut it down, and now Carolina gets the ball back.
We'll see the punt yet again, as now both teams have punted in back-to-back possessions. It's going to be fielded in by Avolis, and it's going to be brought out to the 25-yard line. Visit the all-new SFL League website at www.simulationfl.net for more info on how to create a player to join our community, the league, and the teams that play in it. Links to apparel, helmets, and a comprehensive history of the SFL. It's over 1,400 games, and it's thousands of players who have hit the virtual field. The SFL, we put the fan in fantasy. As Gold will start out, and he slings it across the middle, and it's going to be who else but Harish Prasad with the grab, and it's going to be 1st down and 10 from the Carolina 48.
Up to now, we hadn't seen a lot of plays at least on the medium to deep route. And on this play, Prasad was wide open on that play. You got to keep a man on him. He is dangerous. Once he gets on the top of that zone, I mean, it's if he gets the ball in his hands, it's pretty much house.
That 21-yard pitch and catch from Gold to Prasad is the longest in terms of yards for the Skyhawks in their first 2 possessions, and they're going to be another one down the field, as now Harish Prasad seems to be taking advantage of something in the defense that maybe they were preparing for all week long.
Yeah, Jeff, to your point, it looks like maybe they've seen something on defensive coverage where looks like they're starting to press it a little bit downfield more, and Prasad was wide open on that sideline route.
Jacob Clear was the one in on the coverage, and Prasad just ran right by him. And then a couple 15 yards later, they're at the San Diego 25-yard line, and just like that, getting close inside the red zone for the first time, looking to put points up on the board. So 1st down and 10 for Gold. The outside linebackers look like they're going to come on a blitz. And a blitz up the middle, but Logan Jack gets to the outside. A nice spin move, and he picks up 9 on the play. Gets it down to the 16.
Yeah, nice run. Nice blocking on the edge. Logan Jack is having a good game so far. And, if they keep blocking like that for him, look for Logan Jack to have a huge game tonight.
That's one area where it doesn't really seem like the rush is gonna work is coming in 14th in the SFL, 87 yards per game are the Mavericks allowing, and there you see why, getting in there and busting it up and moving them back 2 yards, and it's going to be 3rd and 3 upcoming as Jacob Clear, who got burned by Harish Prasad, comes in and makes a tackle on Logan Jack.
I love it. It's a short down play. Carolina lines up strong, tried to do, face-to-face, power-to-power, and Jacob Clear just powers his way through and just causes a loss on the play.
At the end of 1 from David A. Richardson Memorial Stadium, it is 3-0. Mavericks on top of the Skyhawks. You're watching the SFL on Twitch. Welcome back to Raleigh, North Carolina. I'm Jeff Melanishin. In the booth with me is Charles Doherty. And doing stats for us is Tyler Falk. Throwing it across the middle. Alexander Gold connects. And it's going to be down to the 5-yard line. And getting that one is Tony Zuma, the tight end.
A nice patience by Xander Gold in the pocket. Had plenty of time. Did a pump fake there. Threw the safety off and was able to dump it down and get a good gain.
A nice stop right there. I mean, even though they got down to the 5-yard line, at least you made the tackle before any yards after catch. And here it's going to be Alexander Gold will go under center, split back in the backfield behind him. Harish is to the top of the formation. Throwing it that way, and it's going to be a fumble, and it's going to look like it's picked up by the San Diego Mavericks.
Yeah, that's something we may want to look at in the booth, my friend. Didn't look like he held onto the ball long enough to do anything.
We'll have to see. He did throw it forward, unless they say he threw it behind the line of scrimmage. And there's the challenge from the head coach, Haris Prasad. And we all know he's probably pulling at his hair when that happened.
Definitely. Let's see the replay here. Doesn't look like he doesn't look like he had the ball long enough for a fumble.
And no, I mean it didn't even. I think it's going to be incomplete. The ball went forward when he threw it. He didn't throw it backwards, so it wasn't a lateral. Yeah, they're going to say he didn't have possession, so they ruled it a fumble, as he was saying that he had possession. But yeah, at least R62 went and took a look at that one, courtesy of Haris Prasad throwing the challenge flag. So crisis averted for now, but it is going to be second down and goal. As Optimus in chat, he says it's shocked that it was overturned. Second down and 5, handoff to Jack up the middle, and he is in for a touchdown.
Wow.
Touchdown, Carolina Skyhawks, as they get into the end zone first, as it's now a 6-3 lead.
Yeah, great blocking up front for Carolina. Yeah, Logan Jack just took it up the gap, and this is he could do this all night if San Diego doesn't do anything to adjust. The blocking up front needs to be countered on the San Diego side.
So the man they call Wolverine gets into the end zone for his second rushing touchdown of the season, and it's a big one as Carolina drives down the field and tacks on a touchdown, as it was a 7-play, 82-yard drive. The 82 yards were the longest in terms of yardage by either team so far in the game, as the extra point by Whistle Jones is through the uprights and good, making it a 7-3 score. But now San Diego, who came off of a 4-play and then a punt, what do you want to see from San Diego on their next drive here upcoming, Charles?
Well, it's just to finish it, finish the drive. They had last time they got the ball, they went all the way downfield, and as I said, as they got closer to the goal line, they started to sputter. They just need to figure out a way to punch it into the end zone. I mean, they went 80 yards. They went all the way down into the red zone and moved efficiently. They just need to figure out a way to finish the drive.
As Owens takes a shot, gets the ball up to the 20, probably should have just taken a knee in the end zone and had the ball come out to the 25. And we'll see what Javier Vasquez and Optimus Klein have in store for this drive. This is the third possession of the game for either team, as it's going to be 2 receivers to the bottom of the formation, 1 to the top. Vasquez looks like he's changing, making some audibles at the line of scrimmage. Wells is in the backfield. It's going to be a handoff to Wells, and right up the middle, they see something up the gut, and it's going to be first down, pick up a 10 on the play.
Yeah, that was a good adjustment on the line by Vasquez. He saw something from a defensive coverage standpoint, gave the ball to Wells and just let Wells, do his magic and get a first down.
Vasquez is looking really good. I like that the quarterback, he's in his second year, and he's already making some signals in his first season with San Diego, so already having to learn 2 different playbooks as he comes over with Optimus getting the San Diego team franchise. And it's going to be a handoff to Wells up the middle. This time he's held in check. Pickup of 1 on the play before none other than Amon Takes comes in and cleans it out.
Yeah, I love the way San Diego's mixing up their formations. They went power on that one. I hope, even though that wasn't only a 1-yard gain, I hope they pull it out and put that card on the table again.
2nd and 9, and another Wells up the middle, but this time he's going to be popped yet again, taking a lot of shots here up the middle, as this time Levant Irvine coming in and cleaning out the clock of Jalen Wells.
Yeah, I mean, Irvine is the clock cleaner from a linebacker standpoint. He knows how to hit. He's all over the field, and you got to keep an eye on him, and you probably want to run away from him.
Oh, definitely, and the rest of some of these linebackers that Carolina has. So now it's 3rd down and 8. Empty set. Throwing it to the outside. Oh, that one could have been picked off, and that one probably should have been. as Mark Martin was in on the coverage on that one, but they completed for 1 yard to Weston, and so we'll have to see the punting unit come on yet again for the Mavericks.
I think it was just enough, Jeff, for to throw the wide receiver off his route and make him go out of bounds. That little action by the defender.
Go back for the Mavericks, back-to-back punts for them upcoming, and they have to give the ball back to a red-hot Carolina Skyhawks team that just went down the field on them and put up 7 as they got into the end zone. What do you want to see from the Carolina Skyhawks on this upcoming drive?
Logan Jack. I wanted this to be primetime Jack.
Primetime Jack. I like that one. So first down and 10. Xander Gold as he lines up under center. Got the fullback and Logan Jack in the backfield. 2 receivers, 1 to each side. Hand off to Jack going up the middle, just like you alluded to, Charles, and he's going to pick up 3 before he's going to be put on his back.
Yeah, I mean, not bad. I mean, he doesn't have a great average per carry tonight, but I love the fact that they're giving it to him. Carolina needs to do that to keep San Diego honest on defense, and let's see what they do for the rest of the half.
2nd and 7 from their own 37-yard line. Looks like the outside linebacker wants to take a blitz here for the Mavericks, but he drops back into coverage, throwing it out to the man they call Wolverine as he picks up 1 on the play, or 2 on the play, excuse me. It's going to be 3rd down and 5, now up to their own 39-yard line.
Yeah, Xander Gold had some pressure. Not sure if that was a missed blocking assignment, but he had to get rid of that ball quickly, so he dumped it off to Logan Jack. That was the only thing he really could have done.
I really like what San Diego is showing with their blitzing and then backing out into coverage, and that was the reason why Logan was only held to 2 yards on that reception. Here, 3rd down and 5, handoff to Jack. He got some nice blocking, and he is loose down the sidelines. He's chased from behind. Is he going to get out of it? He's breaking out of a tackle. He's gone into the end zone. Logan Jack, Wolverine having himself a night. That's his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game, 3rd on the season.
Let's put this in perspective, Jeff. It's 3rd and 5. How many teams in the SFL are going to have confidence in their running back to hand off to him and not only get a first down, but also take it to the house? I mean, what a great – that right there was a statement play for Carolina to show you how great their running game is, how great their run blocking is for their offensive line. What a great series for Carolina.
Jacob Clear was the one that came over from his cornerback spot, tried to chase Wolverine down from behind, but it comes up short as Logan Jack broke out of the tackle, and he was all she wrote into the end zone. And what a play by Logan Jack. 3 plays, 66 yards, and a 61-yard touchdown. And just like that, Carolina extends the lead. It is now 14-3.
Well, now we got to see San Diego on offense, Jeff. I mean, they've shown they have the ability to drive it down the field. They're going to have to take that ability and show it on this next series.
Well, now definitely San Diego in a little bit of a predicament here where they need to start getting some touchdowns if they want to keep up with this high-scoring offense here in Carolina in this game, as the return by Owens will bring it out to the 23-yard line.
Yeah, I agree, Jeff. I mean, they got to get some points up there. It's starting to get a little bit out of hand, but they got to stay the course, move the ball, mix it up a little bit like they did on the last couple series, and let's see if they can get some points on the board.
1st down and 10 for the San Diego Mavericks as Vasquez will hand it off to Wells as he will pick up 5 yards before he's going to be put down on his back by Monty Wyatt.
I think that's the first time we saw that formation tonight. It looked like they had 2 tight ends and 2 wide receivers in a single set. And it was a good run for 5. And I'm curious to see what they're going to do on this play.
And San Diego coming in, only averaging 13 points per game in the SFL so far in their first season, is trying to throw on the run, but he's just going to have to eat it and taking a sack And coming up, Shervan Prasad with the sack from his linebacker spot. And you were calling for that in your wish list there, Charles, earlier in the game.
That's right. That was a great sack by the musician there. And, great coverage downfield by Carolina.
3rd and 11. Vasquez throwing it out wide, tipped and incomplete. Looking to test Tristan Hatley on the right side, but falls incomplete. And that's the thing. Coming into this one, San Diego was only averaging 38% on 3rd down. They were up there this early in the game. They were 3 of 4, but then since then they are 3 of 7 now, dropping it down to 42%. So they definitely need to start getting something going here offensively.
Definitely. And it always amazes me, Jeff, how a defensive back is just able to, at the last second, have that 6th sense to turn their head around and knock the ball down. Tristan Hatley showed it on that play.
Sector 6 is the official apparel provider of the Simulation Football League. Visit sector6apparel.com or our website at simulationfl.net for replica team jerseys and complimentary customized jackets, flags, t-shirts, and more that help each team stand out from their opponents. Get the gear the fans wear with Sector 6 in the SFL. And here, 1st down and 10. As Gold will line up under center. Mitchell looked like he was going to come on a blitz, but he backed out of it, and now he's chasing Logan Jack, and Jack almost broke out of another one as he is just now up to a century mark, 104, averaging 13 yards. You alluded to it earlier, Charles, where his yards per carry were 2.8, and you're like, they weren't the best, but boy, did he take what you said, and he just made you eat his words big time the last 2 carries that he's had.
Oh, definitely. I mean, you got to give props to the blocking up front. I mean, he can do that all day. If San Diego can't answer to that blocking up front by the Carolina offensive line, they're going to have a long day, my friend.
Yeah, coming in, San Diego was only allowing 87 rushing yards per game, something that they've been able to just slow the running backs down that they've faced the last 3 weeks. But now Logan Jack already passed that, and then some with 104, make that 106 now as it's 2nd down and 8.
Xander Gold has got to be smiling from ear to ear when he has the knowledge that he can just hand it off to Logan Jack and get good yardage.
Now Gold will fire it out to the sidelines, able to turn off field before juking out of bounds. As for the first time, that's going to be number 81, the 3rd string receiver, tight end Terry Sievert on the reception.
I mean, that shows you, Jeff, what a good running game does. I mean, it gives Xander Gold time because the defense is expecting run, and it gives the wide receiver the ability to develop their route on a good, crisp out route there.
And off to Jack, trying to break it. He does, and he's got another one. He's powering through them.
That's crazy.
Look at that. 2 broken tackles, and then having to be pushed out at the 1-yard line.
I mean, that's just silly. It's he's way over 100 in the 2nd quarter, and I mean, he's on fire. You just got to keep feeding that man, and let's just see what he can do. I mean, great blocking up front, but right after he gets past that initial line of blocking, which was solid, he just puts it on himself and just carries 2-3 defenders for a positive gain.
And give credit to Joe Duncan and also Carson Miller, who chased down Logan Jack and forced him out at the 1 as Xander Gold here, 1st down and goal. Handoff to Jack. It's been working all day, and he's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. The couple times he's been stopped, and King getting in there for the stop.
Yeah, Devin King is a big tackle for Devin King. San Diego has to do something. They've got to get a turnover, got to stop this drive, maybe settle for a field goal, whatever, but they can't keep them they got to keep them from the end zone.
Now 2nd down and goal upcoming from the 1-yard line. Gold under center, handoff to Jack. Make us a spin move, but he's going to be stopped again for no gain on the play, thanks to Mike Ryan, Mike Ryan was the one that Logan Jack broke out of the tackle to set up this goal line stand.
Yeah, big tackle by Mike Ryan. Logan Jack tried to do a spin move, but Ryan wasn't having any of that.
3rd and goal. 3rd straight handoff on this series to Logan Jack, and he's going to be stopped. So 3 straight times they tried to go to the running back in goal-to-go situation. And there, it seems like San Diego sniffed it out, and they got the stop. Joe Duncan getting in there for the tackle.
Yeah, that was a huge tackle. I mean, they're walking away here with a field goal. I mean, they're getting points on the board, which digs them a little deeper, but it's a heck of a lot less deeper than if they had to deal with a touchdown.
Carolina could not get into the end zone, but that's the only blemish on the night so far, as we'll see Whistle Jones come on for the field goal. Snap is down, kick is on the way, and from 19 yards out, it's a chip shot for Whistle Jones as he tacks it through the extra point, and now it's a kicks it through the uprights. So it's a 17-3 lead, and just like that, a 2-possession game now for the Skyhawks.
Yeah, Carolina is clearly in the driver's seat, and when you got a running game like that, and you're able to run on third down and get a touchdown on third down, San Diego has to come up with something to stop this Carolina offense.
So what does this kind of – I know for San Diego there's still plenty of time left. Oh, nice spin and a nice return. Finally, a little bit of life from the Mavericks as there it comes, thanks in part to the special teams, as Ryan Owens gets the ball up to the 30-yard line. But now you can't really take your foot off the gas here if you're the Mavericks. You really got to start pulling some plays out that you had a chance of working against the Skyhawks.
Yeah, you got to add a little bit more distance on your play calling here.
First down and 10 from their own 30. Vasquez in the shotgun. He's got split backs around him. He's going to throw it across the middle. Pass is caught and up to the 44-yard line. And for the first time, as be Connor Weston with his second grab. And so being really used on those slant routes across the middle.
Yeah, I'm at the point in the game here, Jeff, where I'm not necessarily giving up on the running game for San Diego. You got to keep that engaged, but you've got some studs between Owens and Weston and Carroll and McMichaels and Klein. You got to push a little bit more downfield, I think.
They're in a running set here in the backfield, full house in the backfield. Gonna have receiver screen it out to the right, swing pass, and it's gonna be a pickup of 2 on the play before Takes comes in and gets the stop.
Yeah, that was a good read by Takes. He had it read from the start and shut that down. And again, I think San Diego needs to think about maybe some routes a little bit deeper down the field.
Linebackers crowding the line of scrimmage. 3 down defensive linemen for the Skyhawks here on 2nd and 8. Handoff to Wells, and he takes a shot from Prasad.
That hurts. When the musician hits you with his piano, it hurts.
And a big stop there, but now it's 3rd down and 6. Maybe something that San Diego doesn't want to see anymore is another 3rd down, as they are 3 of 7. And we've come to the 2-minute warning. Very fast-moving first half of play. But here from Raleigh, North Carolina, the Skyhawks are on top, 17-3. We'll be back with the last 2 minutes of the first half right after this. You're watching Simulation Football League on Twitch. Third and 6 upcoming from their own 47. Vasquez in under center. He's got trips to the top of the formation. Wells is in the backfield. He's going to drop step by 5 yards, throwing it out wide. That one could have been picked off yet again as Mark Martin coming in and making the deflection. And that's something that the Skyhawks have done all game long, is just getting their hands up in the passing lanes of the quarterback Vasquez.
Jeff, it looked like Vasquez already had an idea at the snap who he was going to throw that to. He had plenty of time in the pocket, and he threw it to a covered wide receiver. There were other options down the field. Maybe if he would have been a little more patient, he could have got some yardage.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't even think that play, if it was completed, would have even made it past the first down marker. And normally on 3rd down, you don't want to throw it underneath unless you know your receiver can make a couple of moves and get upfield. But it looked like he was leading his receiver out of bounds anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
But now ball is gonna go back to the Skyhawks, and 3 consecutive scoring drives for them, and now 1st down and 10, and they got 1:49 left to go and all 3 timeouts, and they get the ball to start the second half. So we'll see how aggressive Harish Prasad wants to be on this series. 2 receivers to the bottom of the formation, 1 to the top, and a handoff to Jack. It's been the Jack show for most of the night. and now he's up to 130, but that one was a pickup of 4.
Yeah, why not? I mean, 9.3 yards per carry. It should be the Jack show for the rest of the game. They have San Diego hasn't shown an ability to stop him, and I wouldn't risk anything and just put the ball in the running back's hands and see what he can do.
2 receivers to the top of the formation. Logan Jack offset in the backfield. Handoff to Jack, makes a move at the line of scrimmage, and picks up a short gain of 1 on the play. They get the ball out to their own 21-yard line.
But just remember, last time they scored a touchdown, it was on a 3rd and 5, just like this. So let's see what they do. It was a running play.
Xander Gold under center, 2 receivers to the bottom of the formation, and Harish Prasad will be to the top. Logan Jack offset behind Gold as Gold drops back, firing it to Prasad out wide, and he's got enough for the first down, and it looked like he adjusted his route to catch that ball across the first down marker.
Yeah, great athleticism by Prasad. I mean, the pass was not necessarily perfect, but great route running and great adjustment to the ball. Now we got a first down for Carolina.
As going on in the other games, St. Louis is on top by 10, 24-14 against Vancouver. That one going over on For the Fans and 11 Sports. As a handoff to Jack here on first down at 10, breaking out of a Pete Mitchell tackle before he absolutely gets walloped on the play by Ron Huff.
Yeah, Carolina definitely knows who their money man is, and they're feeding it to him, and you can't begrudge them.
Carolina not deciding to take any timeouts yet. 20 seconds on the game clock. As it looks like they're still going to go conservative, looking to maybe break a home run, and that's not going to work. As Huff getting in there and getting the stop on Logan Jack, but not before he picks up 5.
That's okay. I mean, they're set. It's 17-3. You don't want to make a big mistake. You just give it to the running back, see if he can do any magic, and just run it out to the half.
And there's the whistle from R62, and we've come to the halftime break from Raleigh, North Carolina. It is 17-3, and it's been all Carolina in that first half of play. But Charles, just give the viewers that are just tuning in and the ones that have stayed around just a little bit of what you saw in that first half of play.
Well, definitely, Carolina has a solid control of the running game. San Diego started off showing that they could move the ball downfield, and then it looked like Carolina adjusted on defense. So it's a huge challenge here for San Diego to come out, make the adjustments, and be able to respond to that on both sides of the ball. They need their defense to be able to stop Logan Jack from running at will. And also, from an offensive standpoint, they need to figure out a way to have some sustained drives and to put some points on the board.
Key for the Mavericks is getting sustained drives, because they haven't had a sustained drive since their very first possession of the game, where they went down and they had to kick a field goal. But since then, it's been just a punting show from the Mavericks, and something that it's been kind of a bugaboo for them this season so far in their inaugural first season, the Simulation Football League. So, and going up against Harish Prasad and the Carolina Skyhawks, a very powerful running back game that they're showing here tonight. Going back to your wish list earlier in the opening stanza of the game, just what do you want to see here? Are you making some tweaks to those, or are you keeping up with what's going on?
No, I'm going to stick with them. I mean, I think we've got Logan Jack is close, and I think maybe even I got to look at what Prasad has from a receiving standpoint. So I think, at least from a Carolina offense standpoint, I think we're good to go. I think the defenses on both sides, from a sack standpoint, need to step it up, and Jalen Wells and Klein need to put it in the end zone.
Xander Gold is at 101 yards, getting really close to the 189 that he needed to get to 17,000 career passing yards. As we'll see if he could get it done on this play. All it takes is one grab, as Harish Prasad is up to 56 yards on 3 receptions, as he's the leading receiver for both teams.
Oh, definitely. I mean, you got to get Prasad engaged in the game. You got Jack going on there with 136 yards. Can't keep your eye off of Prasad, because he can take the lid off your secondary easily.
To their own 26, and the first down is going to be a carry to Logan Jack as he's going to be 1 yard short of the first down marker, pickup of 9 on the play.
Yeah, good run on first down. Nice 9-yard gain there. Good blocking up front. Manageable 2nd and 1, and San Diego needs to dig their heels in and get a stop.
2nd and 1. Gold will go under center as he's got Logan Jack in the backfield behind him. 2-by-2 set. As it looks like they were going to blitz from the Mavericks, but they back out of it and they're going to get the stop. Pete Mitchell was the first one to at least slow Logan Jack down before the cavalry came in, and that's Ryan in on the stop.
Yeah, that's what San Diego needs to do. They need to get that big stop, need to get some momentum, and here on 3rd and 1, they need to continue that momentum.
Carolina is 4-6 on 3rd down. That's 66.7% on the night. Can they convert it here and keep their opening drive alive? Yes, they will. As Logan Jack, he's been doing it all game long as he picks up a big chunk of yards, gets it up to the 44-yard line before he is halted.
Yeah, that's tough. I mean, a defense is holding in there, got it on 3rd and 1, and Logan Jack, gets that medium range run there. It's just it's hard to adjust from a defensive standpoint.
Mike Ryan on the stop again. That's his 6th tackle. He's the leading tackler on the Mavericks defense that has been out there for most of the first half as they're up to the 44-yard line and going to be stopped for a loss on the play. It's finally getting Logan Jack tackled behind the original line of scrimmage, as that's going to be Carson Miller in on the stop.
Yeah, Carson Miller read that from the get-go. Was able to stop him in the backfield, and that was a great, making it 2nd and 13.
Now backed up 3 yards behind the original line of scrimmage as Xander Gold throws it out to Prasad, and he steps out of bounds, tried to turn upfield as Jacob Clear was in over there as well on coverage.
Yeah, this is a big 3rd down here. They got to get that stop and get the ball back. They got to get some points on the board for San Diego, and it starts with the defense getting the ball back into San Diego's offenses.
All right, 3rd down and 7. Can they convert another 3rd down on this drive at their own 46-yard line? Gold will drop back. Pocket starting to collapse, but he fires it to a wide open receiver. It is caught. 1st down, Skyhawks.
Yeah, that's tough. I mean, that was a great route run. And, you shake your head here because San Diego was holding in there, was ready to get the ball back, and just that great route run, great play calling by Carolina just keeps the drive alive.
Heath McDaniel Jr. with his first grab of the game, and we've seen how an X factor he can be down the game as well as a handoff to Jack. Got to keep the defense honest as it's only going to be a pickup of 1 on the play before being wrestled down by Joe Duncan.
Yeah, I mean, Jeff, they're moving the ball, but the other thing you got to think of is they're also killing time on the clock. I mean, we're already at the 8-minute mark in the 3rd quarter, and San Diego only has 3 on the board.
2nd down and 9. Jack in the backfield, handoff to him, and why not? But he looks a little gassed out there as he's going to be tackled for a loss on the play. And coming up big with that is the linebacker Carson Miller for the Mavericks.
Yeah, that was a big play. They lined up in a bump formation, and across the board, it was going to be hard for Jack to get any positive yardage here, force him in a 3rd and long.
3rd and 11, taking a shot across the middle, batted up in the air, as that one could have been a big turning point, maybe a swing of momentum, as Ray Lenerl III will get the pass deflection, and he batted up in the air for one of his teammates to come by and maybe get a tip drill going. Yeah,
but they weren't there, but it was a huge pass deflection by Lenerl, and here we go. It's 4th and 11 on the 44. Looks like they may be punting it.
Yeah, this is going to be the first punt for Carolina since their opening drive of the game where they went 6 plays. This one they went 10 plays and are going to punt this one away. So it's 4th down and 11, and we'll get the punting unit back out there. So keep up with the SFL and its teams on social media at Simulationfl. Follow and subscribe to all the channels. We got Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. From teams to podcasters, final scores to major highlights, the SFL Social has you covered. Are you on TikTok, Charles?
I would say no. I am not.
I think we got to get you up on TikTok. As the linebackers are shifting for the Skyhawks here. First down and 10 from the 14.
Wow,
and hand
look
off
at
to
that.
Wells. He had a hole. He's being chased from behind by Irvine. Can he get there? He's being chased. He's at the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Mavericks.
We have a ball game, my friend. Jeff, we have a ball game. The block, it looks like Carolina committed to, I got to look at the replay here. Not sure what they lined up for on defense, but they committed to something that was clearly the wrong play. Great blocking up front, and Jalen Wells made him pay for it and took it to the house, and now we have a 7-point ball game.
Wow, I got to give credit to Levant Irvine, who almost chased him down. And then also you got Cliff Grizzly, the big man, the defensive end, trying to chase him down as well. But Jalen Wells, ladies and gentlemen, what a run for him as he gets past the century mark on one run with that. He's up to 129 yards with his first rushing touchdown of the game.
Yeah, that was impressive, Jeff. I mean, way to respond.
The extra point is through the uprights and good, so it's now a one-score game. 17-10 is the score. But Charles, yep, we have a ball game now.
Definitely. And let's see what Carolina does. I mean, hopefully they stay with their playbook. I mean, there's no need to panic at this point. They've shown success. Don't risk it. Just, Logan Jack and some short passes and medium passes on the outside.
As Jalen Wells gets his first touchdown of this season, so looking really good since coming over from Sioux Falls last season. So first down and 10 as Avolis gets the ball up to the 27-yard line. We saw the defense for the Mavericks finally come and make a stop for the Skyhawks last drive. What do they have to do here to do the same?
Yeah, again, they need to stop the running of Logan Jack. I mean, Logan Jack has been on fire. And the interesting thing is, haven't seen any interceptions tonight.
Oh, both quarterbacks have done a good job taking care of the football, as this one's going to be thrown out wide to Jack, and he's going to be picking up 3 on the play.
Yeah, smart play on first down. It's a conservative play, but you get positive yardage, and you don't put yourself in a position where you can make a mistake.
4 receptions for 18 yards for Logan Jack so far in the game. 2nd and 7 from their own 30 as Gold is going to line up in the empty set shotgun formation. Throwing it underneath. Pass is caught. Trying to turn upfield is the big man, Tony Zuma, but he's going to be inches short of the first down marker, bringing up 3rd and inches.
So I love fullbacks engaged in the offense, and then second, I love tight ends. Tony Zoma was a fullback and is now a tight end, so it's the best of both worlds. He got the catch there near the first down and put him in a 3rd and inches.
From their own 36, looking to convert, and it's an easy conversion, and he got blocking downfield. There goes Wolverine, Logan Jack, as he's going to be tackled down by Ron Huff on the play, but now getting close to the 200-yard mark.
They have no answer for Logan Jack. I mean, keep feeding that man the ball. He's at 170 plus. There's no way. San Diego hasn't shown a way to stop him, so there's no reason why they don't keep feeding him the ball.
First down and 10, now inside San Diego territory at the 36. Five minutes and some change left to go in the third quarter as Gold will sling it out, and pass is going to be caught by Heath McDaniel Jr. as he will pick up 6 on the play.
That was a really savvy play by Xander Gold there in the pocket. He had a limited time window there to get the ball in there to the wide receiver, but he was able to get it in there, pinpoint accuracy, and get a positive yardage.
Now down to the 30, 2nd down and goal. 2-by-2 set. Handoff to Jack, trying to break it outside, but there are two Maverick defenders there, led by Pete Mitchell and Carson Miller.
Pete Mitchell's been all over the place tonight. Great stop there, putting Carolina at 3rd and 6. Let's see what San Diego can do on 3rd and 6. They got to stop Carolina from getting a first down.
Defensive line shifting at the line of scrimmage. Bunch set to the bottom of the formation. Hit as he threw the football, and it's incomplete. Good awareness from Xander Gold to throw the football, but that one could have been costly. But KT Slayer getting in there and disrupting things.
KT Slayer, he got in there. He got he got my wish list almost. He got 1 sack. He just needs 1 more.
So this is going to set up a long field goal opportunity for Whistle Jones, looking to extend this back to a 2-score ball game here, 4th down and 6. Snap is down, kick is on the way, no pressure from up the middle, and this one is good from 49 yards out as Whistle Jones remains perfect on the night. He's now 2 for 2 from field goal range, and it's now 20-10, so back to a 2-possession game.
Yeah, let's see what San Diego can do. The defense did what they needed to do. They kept it to 3, and San Diego needs to show something on the offensive side.
7-play, 41-yard drive resulting in the Whistle Jones field goal. And so the ball's going to go back to the Mavericks, who just had a great drive the last possession they had as Jalen Wells took it the length of the field for a touchdown. And well, to see what they decide to do here on their next drive here, it's going to be starting at their own 23-yard line.
Yep, it looked like the returner there outran the blocking, but decent position on the 23-yard line. Let's see what Vasquez can do.
First down and 10. Vasquez under center. He's got Wells and Hoagland in the backfield as he's marking out some signals to the end of the line. Handoff to Wells, trying to break it. Cuts it back inside. Good vision. But it's only going to be for a gain of 1 on the play.
That's a tough play to run out of a power set when you have the halfback run across the field to go on the look like they were going on the power side. That especially when you're going up against Carolina with linebackers that are so fast and are able to adjust so quickly. You're not going to get, in many occasions, you're not going to get positive yards.
2nd down and 9, 2-by-2 sets. Vasquez under center, taking a shot deep, but this time tested him way too much, and it's intercepted and going back the other way. Got one man to beat into the end zone. Pick 6, Cain Vasquez. We got Vasquez on Vasquez Kawime tonight. Whoa.
Wow, that was unbelievable. Vasquez had that red from the...
Nope, Davison Joseph.
Sorry. That's his first, looks like that's his first interception for the season. Not only his first interception, but his first interception for a touchdown of the season. He had it red from the start, and, now it just digs a deeper hole for San Diego.
And that's his 10th career interception and first one that he's brought back for a house call. So congratulations to Davison Joseph for getting his 10th career SFL interception, as it looks like the Skyhawks taking full advantage here of the opportunities that were given to him. But going back to Javier Vasquez, we talked about that as the pressure up the middle is blocked. The field goal is blocked. Ball's running around, fumbling around on the ground, but it's picked up. But so the field goal or the extra point is no good. So it's still now a 3-score game, but it's 26-10. But yeah, with Javier Vasquez, we were just talking about how he was just taking care of the football, didn't have an interception last week, didn't have an interception until that last throw.
Yeah, I mean, but that was red from the start. Looks like Carolina did their due diligence on scouting and read it right and had the right play in there to get that interception.
And that was the 29th interception for Vasquez of his young career. As this one's going to be kicked away by Whistle Jones, and we'll get the game reset as it's going to be brought up by Ryan Owens to the 23-yard line. So again, it doesn't seem like the Mavericks are helping themselves with these kick returns, as they've always been stuck within deep in their own territory.
Yeah, no, they definitely need outside of that one run by Jalen Wells. They need to get another drive that shows sustained positive yardage.
Vasquez will come on and he'll hand it off to Wells, maybe getting a little conservative here after throwing the interception. Pick up a 4 on the play up to the 27.
At this point, we got 3 minutes left in the third quarter, and you may not agree with me, Jeff, but I think they need to have a little sense of urgency here and get something in the end zone from a San Diego standpoint.
Yeah, we really haven't seen the receivers do a whole lot here in the second half, and they're going to have to play a huge factor going forward. Handoff to Wells. He breaks out of a tackle from John Nevels and able to fall forward for a first down as they're up to the 35.
Yeah, they showed early in the first half that they are willing to go to hurry up, and I think they're in a perfect position right now to put that back in and keep the Carolina defense on their heels.
Meanwhile, the St. Louis-Vancouver game is now in the fourth quarter, and St. Louis has extended the lead. It's 34-21, that one going over on 11 Sports and for the fans. So first down and 10 here. Vasquez will hand it off, and going up the middle is Wells yet again, getting another carry here before he is planted by Kane Vasquez.
They're showing a lot of power sets here, Jeff, and that's not necessarily bad. It's showing some success from a yardage standpoint, but I think they need to mix it up and maybe push it downfield a little bit.
Now we get the receiving core out there for the second down and 4 play. Linebackers for the Skyhawks shifting to the right side of the formation. There's going to be a handoff to Wells, going from the way that the linebackers just moved from, but it was Vasquez coming down from his strong safety spot and getting the tackle on the leg and just kicking up the shoe of the other leg for Jalen Wells, and he falls down. It's going to be 3rd and 2.
Yeah, that was a huge tackle by Vasquez. I really thought that Jalen Wells was going to get a first down there, and great tackling, great awareness by Vasquez.
3rd and 2, short drop, throwing it to the outside, but it falls incomplete. Was looking for Weston on the play, but Tristan Hadley had other ideas, but that one could have been intercepted as well.
I'm kind of going back and forth on whether they should go for it here on 4th and 2. They're down by 16 points, and they need to get something going, but it looks like they're going to punt.
And for San Diego, they've punted 4 different times in this game. This will be the 5th. So definitely, outside of the long run, the 86-yard run by Jalen Wells in their first possession of the second half, outside of that, it's been punts or a field goal on their opening drive.
Yeah, and as I said before, Carolina right now, they're in the driver's seat. Now it comes down to play calling. It comes down to, in my opinion, running Jack until he can't stand anymore. And here we go, starting off with the gun straight.
To take what you said and use it against you is throwing it deep, batted up in the air, but good awareness from the corner to get in there and get the tackle to hold Heath McDaniel to nothing, because a ball like that up in the air, it could have been a 50-50 ball, but it falls incomplete.
Yeah, it's only 16 points. So from my standpoint, you want to burn down the third quarter, and the way to do that is put the ball in the hands of the guy who's been doing it all night, Logan Jack.
2nd and 10 from their own 17. Defensive line and the linebacker shifting on this play for the Mavericks. Hand off to Logan Jack, and he's going to be wrestled down for a tackle for loss on the play, courtesy of Devin King.
Yeah, good stop by Devin King. It's 3rd and 11 now. They got to hold their ground and force Carolina into a punt. But from a Carolina standpoint, you don't want to make a mistake. Don't put all your cards on the table and give it back to San Diego.
7 of 11 on 3rd down are the Skyhawks tonight. Taking a shot deep, and it's caught by Harish Prasad, who goes up and mosses that one away from the defender.
Yeah, as I said before, if you give the quarterback time in the pocket, eventually Prasad is going to take the edge off that coverage from a zone standpoint, and he's going to be wide open. He's a dangerous wide receiver, one of the most dangerous wide receivers in the league, and you got to put a man or two on him.
Clear with the tackle, and he was also in the coverage, able to get the tackle on Prasad. But now the ball's up to the 40 of Carolina, and it's first down and 10. Full house in the backfield, handoff to Logan Jack. He's got the blocking and takes it outside, breaking off a tackle before he's going to be tackled down by Devin King, pick up a 6 on the play.
Yeah, I think that's a smart way to answer up for that nice medium range pass to Prasad. You come back and show a strong set there and just run it down their throat.
2nd and 4. 10 seconds left to go in the third quarter, and they did not account for the man coming off the edge, Devin King, yet again. A big loss on the play as he's having a couple of really good tackles on Logan Jack here in this series.
Yeah, I'm putting my 4 up in the air right now, Jeff. I mean, this fourth quarter could be wacky here. I don't know what's going to happen, but San Diego's showing that they've got the defense to stop Carolina.
Well, the viewers and you as well, Charles, will just have to stay tuned to this one as we enter the fourth quarter, and you're watching the Simulation Football League on Twitch. Back to David A. Richardson Memorial Stadium in Raleigh, North Carolina. The Skyhawks are up 26-10, and they got the ball, 3rd and 7, and they connect with Sam Avolis across the middle. First down, Skyhawks, and they get into San Diego territory.
Yeah, I think the defense on San Diego went a little bit too deep on their coverage, and Sam Avolis was wide open on that slant route.
Coming across the middle, and then he was hit and wrapped up by Lenurl III. So first down and 10 to the San Diego 43, as Xander Gold just picking apart the Mavericks defense on this drive, up to 170 yards. Now just needs 16 more for 17,000 career yards and throwing it, and that's going to do some damage to it as Zuma will pick up 3 on the play.
Yeah, now every series counts here, Jeff, especially for San Diego. I mean, they need to stop Carolina here in their tracks. They can't let them get into a situation where it's a field goal range.
2nd and 7. Harish will line up on the bottom of the formation. Xander Gold under center. Full house in the backfield. And it's going to be a handoff to Logan Jack. Cuts it inside, breaking out of a tackle, then chased down and wrapped up from behind before he could get going by KT Slayer. But it's going to be 3rd down and 2.
Yeah, it's 3rd down and 2, but we are, I think we're well within range for Whistle Jones. So at this point, I think we're looking at a negative loss or a turnover for San Diego to get them back in the game.
Linebackers look like they're going to come on a blitz, but they drop back. Gold throwing it across the middle. Pass is caught down to the 20-yard line. Heath McDaniel Jr. with another grab. And a big one. Gets it down to the 20-yard line.
Yeah, definitely a big one, Jeff. I mean, that hurts from a defensive standpoint. He just did that slant route and went into the bubble for the zone and was able to get a nice pass by Xander Gold, and 1st and 10 on the 20. And San Diego right now from a defensive standpoint is reeling.
And with that, Xander Gold surpasses 17,000 career passing yards. So congratulations to Xander Gold. First down and 10 from the San Diego 20. Gold still wanting to throw it in the air. He's going to connect as he finds the backup tight end yet again for another grab. It's going to be 2nd down and 5.
A lot of tension's been on Logan Jack tonight, but you can't forget about Xander Gold back there. He's been slinging the ball around, and he's been hitting the receivers and in the bread box, and hasn't had a lot of time in that backfield to get rid of the ball. So props to him.
Taking care of the football. No turnovers for the Skyhawks. Gold throwing it on the run, batted up in the air. That one could have done it. As who else but Devin King will get a hand up, as he's been all over the place this series, it seems like, for the Mavericks.
Yeah, another play by Devin King, and shows you his value to San Diego. But here we are, and Carolina is deep into San Diego territory. They don't want to make a mistake. They want to at least put a field goal up there to put it out of reach for San Diego.
And 5 upcoming. 8:56 left to go in the fourth quarter. 26-10 is the score. Skyhawks on top, and they're marching, looking to put more points up on the board. Trips to the top of the formation, one receiver to the bottom. Xander Gold will fire to the back of the end zone. Pass is going to be incomplete.
Wow.
He had Prasad, but not able to get the 2 feet down.
That was close. I mean, I don't. It looks like he might have had 1 foot in there. Man, it looks like they're not going to challenge it.
No, they're going to settle for a Whistle Jones field goal attempt to make it 29-10. Snap is down, kick is on the way, and it's through the uprights from 32 yards out. So 3-3 on the night for Whistle Jones, as that's a 13-play, 68-yard drive, resulting in a Whistle Jones field goal.
Carolina did what they needed to do. I mean, they put 29 points on the board, and now all the pressure is on San Diego. When they get the ball back, they're going to have to score quickly because they've only got 8 minutes left, and that's not a lot of time to make up from a 19-point deficit.
So now the San Diego Mavericks are going to need some miracles to happen if they want to have any chance of getting back into this one, as they are down 19. Still plenty of time left to go here in the fourth quarter, as Ryan Owens is still fighting out there and taking it to the 28.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what they're going to do here on offense. Haven't seen a lot of downfield deep passes by San Diego. I mean, they've got some studs. I mean, you got Optimus Klein. I mean, he's well known through the league on his ability to catch the deep ball, and we haven't seen that today. So let's see if they try and get him in the game plan.
First down and 10, handoff to Wells. Up the middle he goes, and he'll pick up 6 on the play before Vasquez comes down from his strong safety spot to lay him out.
Yeah, again, there's not a lot of time left. I know 8 minutes seems like a lot of time, but from a 19-point standpoint, you got to get that ball moving, and much like they did in that first quarter, they should probably go to hurry up, I think.
2nd and 4 now, Vasquez under center. Linebackers shifting around on the formation for the Skyhawks. Rolling out to his strong side and delivering a nice throw to Wells as he picks up the first down before Levon Irvine cleans him out.
Yeah, smart play there. I think they've got an advantage from a personnel standpoint. Again, I think they need to push it and get a little fast-paced offense going here.
So first down and 10, they're up to their own 42-yard line. Vasquez under center. He's got Wells in the backfield. 5-step drop, taking a shot deep. Oh, that one could have been intercepted by Vasquez, but it comes up as a pass deflection. Hatley also over there in coverage.
Yeah, it didn't work out on that play, but I think they need to do that. That was a good play to run on that. I mean, the pass wasn't perfect. I think if Vasquez had it again, he probably would have hit the receiver in stride, but not so much on that play.
2nd down and 10. Wells lined up, offset in the backfield. 2 receivers to the top of the formation. Vasquez under center. Going to be a handoff to Wells going up the middle as his compass didn't lead him in the right direction because Harish Prasad just came in and bulldozed his way through Wells.
Yeah, the musician was waiting for him and wasn't going to go anywhere. Dropped the piano on the running back, and here we go. Big 3rd down for San Diego. They've got to get this first down.
5 tackles on the night so far for Shravan Prasad. Some might say the better Prasad brother, but I don't know about that one. Vasquez moving around and down he goes.
Wow.
He is going to be sacked. There is the flag on the play. We'll see what R62 has to say. They're going to call a holding call.
Oh,
defensive
on
holding.
The defense.
Wow. On Shravan Prasad. So
Prasad.
having a big game, but then you hold downfield.
Yeah, that's, it puts a small flicker of light for San Diego at this point.
It's now a first down, as that would have been costly for San Diego, and Crip Grizzly couldn't come up with a sack either. It would have been his first of the night. As Vasquez throws this one out to Wells, but leads him just a little bit too much. Not able to turn upfield, and he steps out of bounds for a loss of 2 on the play.
Yeah, you got to let that route develop. That's one of my least favorite plays in the playbook. When you throw it to the halfback and they run out of bounds. you gotta have a perfect setting or perfect storm in order for that to get positive yardage.
2nd and 12 now. Vasquez under center, handoff to Wells up the middle, and that's not going to do it. He is lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage, as I believe Shervon Prasad was in there as well as John Nevels.
Well, the entire defense of Carolina, they're great game for them so far. They've been all over, closing to the ball quickly. This is a huge 3rd down for San Diego.
3rd and a country mile for Javier Vasquez, who lines up under center. He's going to drop back 5 steps, and he's going to deliver it underneath. Pass is going to be caught, but it's going to be 4th down and 4. And here, I would not be surprised if maybe they go for it, but it looks like they're going to bring the punting unit back on.
Yeah, I would go for it. I don't know why they're punting.
Mark Martin in on the tackle as Ryan Owens with the reception.
They were all over it. I mean, they gave him the ground up until the 1st down marker. I mean, they did perfect defense there for Carolina.
Week 5. I can't believe we're already in week 5 next week. But next Saturday on 11 Sports Network and the FTF Twitch channel with a battle of top teams in the Pacific Division when Vancouver meets Los Angeles in California. Meanwhile, Atlanta visits Jacksonville, plus live look-ins on St. Louis and D.C. and Las Vegas and Arizona. Coverage starts at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time on SFL on 11 Sports. Football season is only just the beginning. So 1st down and 10, as Carolina will start at their own 14-yard line. Probably the worst starting field position that they've had all game, as the linebackers and defensive line for the Mavericks seem to be doing a little bit of adjusting. Xander Gold, the veteran, sees it, barks out some signals, handoff, and up the middle, and that's not going to work. And another big stop for the Mavericks, as Devin King yet again getting in there, as well as his other partner, Carson Miller.
Yeah, Devin King's all over the place tonight, but the one good thing for Carolina is the clock keeps running.
Under 5 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter. 29-10 is the score. Carolina on top. Hand off to Logan Jack, breaking off a tackle. He almost broke off of that one. Ron Huff with another big game. Oh, and Pete Mitchell is down for the Mavericks. He's been having a heck of a game, slowing down or trying to slow down Logan Jack, and I believe he took the shot. Yeah, wow. He got spun. Yeah. And then he got blocked as well to add more damage to him.
Yeah, Pete Mitchell's been all over the field tonight. It's unfortunate he's injured. And Ron Huff with that shoestring tackle. I thought that Logan Jack was going to take it to a 1st down marker.
I thought he was going to be. I thought he was going to be gone, but Ron Huff with another big tackle on Logan Jack. 2x2 set here for Xander Gold. Looks like linebackers, looks like they're going to blitz. They will. And it's a good read at that, and getting in there and getting another stop is Mufasa Kamau.
But you got to give Carolina credit for running it on that play. I mean, most teams will pass it, and they ran it. The clock is ticking, and there's nothing wrong with that at this point of the game when they're up by 19.
Meanwhile, next Sunday on FTF, it all begins on the For the Fans network. It's a day full of rivalries around the league. Mexico City and Florida meet again in one of the SFL's greatest rivalries, while an old rivalry is renewed when Queen City travels to face Baltimore in the Atlantic Division Showdown. Bonus coverage includes Lone Star visiting London, and the newest rivalry out west, Portland and San Diego. Coverage starts at 6 p.m. on SFL For the Fans. And boy, those are some good games next week for Week 5, Charles?
Yo, definitely. It's great. Each week is going to, from this point forward, is going to be awesome in the SFL. And now, from a San Diego standpoint, they got to score and they have to score quickly.
Down in 10. They're going to start empty set. Vasquez dropping back 5 steps, and he's going to deliver it short to the left sideline, as that one's going to be caught by Shea Carroll.
Smart play. I think their best bet going forward is sideline routes, out routes, corner routes. Don't throw it in the middle, because I think that at this point it's going to be dangerous.
Was in coverage, able to get the stop on Shea Carroll and force him out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 6. Wells lined up offset in the backfield behind Vasquez, who drops back 3. Pressure coming here. He throws, and it's going to be incomplete, setting up 3rd down and 6 as the pressure was getting home from Phil Hall.
Yeah, Phil Hall was up there and just like blew up the offensive lineman and got that sack. Great play.
So 3rd and 6, 4 of 11 on 3rd down are the San Diego Mavericks in this game. This would be a big one to help convert and keep some hope alive for him in the game. 3rd and 6 from the Carolina 41. Vasquez under center. 5 receivers going out in motion, throwing it on the run, batted up in the air, and it was a tip drill, but it falls incomplete.
Wow.
Lonnie Wyatt not able to get his paws around the football.
Well, I mean, he did just enough. I think he was the guy that tipped it, and that was just enough to end that play.
So 4th and 6, and I believe that San Diego will finally go for it here on 4th down. 3:44 left to go in this one, and the over-under in this one was 47.5. We're not even close to that yet. Vasquez on 4th down, throwing it, and it's going to be an incomplete. Oh, no, it's going to be caught for... No, it's going to be incomplete. So Carolina will get the ball. Tristan Hadley having a big game, moving over to the cornerback spot, and this has probably been one of the better games that I've seen from him from the cornerback spot.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, both sides of the ball from Carolina really stood up tonight and did what they needed to do and executed their game plan perfectly. And Carolina's in the driver's seat, and now they just need to run out the clock.
So San Diego will travel and take on Portland next week at home, so they get some home cooking. Meanwhile, Carolina, they get the rivalry going as they take on Charleston at Fort Moultrie Stadium. So we got some good ones. As Pete Mitchell, he's a sprained elbow, so he's going to be out the rest of this game. But thanks to the SFL medics, he'll be back for next week.
Yeah, he'll be back, and he had a good game. I mean, he was all over the place and making tackles for his defense, and it's unfortunate he wasn't able to finish the game out.
2nd and 5 upcoming as Xander Gold is under center, 2x2 set. Look for him for the receivers, and Logan Jack is lined up in the backfield. And it's going to be a handoff to Jack, trying to go up the left side, right side, and he's going to be hit and tackled on the play. He almost broke that one, but in on the stop is going to be the backup linebacker, Joseph Foss.
Yeah, what can you say about Logan Jack? He's almost at the 200-yard mark. He's been executing the Carolina offensive play game plan to perfection tonight.
This was a tough one for San Diego, as barring anything, we still got 2:23 left to go. But next week they take on Portland. What do you want to see from them next week when they take on Portland?
I think they need to show the balanced attack. I mean, one of the things that I didn't see tonight was a lot of downfield options to their wide receivers and their tight ends. I think they have talented players in those positions, and I don't think they were fully utilized in this game.
That's going to be the 2-minute warning. We'll be back with the final 2 minutes of the game following this quick timeout, as Carolina is on top 29-10. You're watching the Simulation Football League on twitch.tv. Back to the start of the last 2 minutes of the football game, and it's going to be a Carolina punt as they punt it away And Ryan Owens makes a nice couple of moves and gets out to the 18-yard line. All right, so Carolina, they get the rivalry next week with Charleston, as they will move to 2-2. What do you think they need to work on going into that one? I guess a very powerful Charleston team.
Well, I mean, I think they need to kind of look at today's game and realize that they need to make sure that their game plan includes a lot of Logan Jack.
First down and 10. Vasquez under center. Short drop. Flick of the wrist, and he's going to fire it out. It's going to be a first down on the play, and they're going to hurry it up with 1:44 left to go in the game. Vasquez getting his troops lined up here. First down and 10. 5-step drop. Pressure coming off the edge. He delivers it before he's able to get the sack, as getting in there was Cliff Grizzly looking for his first sack of the night.
Man, nice pressure up front tonight overall by Carolina. Looks like they've got a couple sacks, 3 sacks, I think, for their front line, which is pretty solid.
Second down and 10. Vasquez under center, split back in the backfield behind him. 2 receivers to the top of the formation, 1 to the bottom. Short drop. He's going to fire it to Wells out of the backfield, and he'll pick up 4 yards on the play, and they'll burn their first time out of the second half.
Yeah, great defensive awareness to make sure they tackled the player in bounds and made them call a timeout.
So San Diego, they'll fall to 0-3, but I mean they had some plays here tonight where they could have made a couple plays here and there went differently, and who knows, could be a different game. It's throwing it deep, connects with Shea Carroll down the sidelines. He goes touchdown. Javier Vasquez to Shea Carroll, and just like that, the Mavericks strike quick.
Definitely, they strike quick. Now, wide open. Looked like the defense of Carolina was playing up, maybe expecting some runs or some short passes. And as I said at the beginning, you've got skilled players. You can throw it medium and deep range, and it showed on that play. Maybe a little too late, but let's see what they could do on this the onside kick.
Thought they were lining up for the 2-point conversion there. I was going to get a little worried here, but it's 29-16 as the St. Louis-Vancouver game went final a couple moments ago. St. Louis remains undefeated, 34-21, as the extra point is through the uprights and good. So it's a 29-17 score here at David A. Richardson Memorial Stadium in Raleigh, North Carolina, as Carolina seemingly is looking to go to 2-2, evening their record on the season. Meanwhile, San Diego, not the start that they had envisioned coming in with their first season in the SFL, as they're going to line up for the onside kick. Hans' team is ready for Carolina, and we'll see. Kick is on the way, and it's going to be recovered by the Carolina Skyhawks, and they will just take this all the way down, as San Diego has 2 timeouts remaining in the game. Carolina has all 3, but they won't use them.
Yeah, it's going to be run the clock out from this point, Jeff.
So the backups are in, especially for the quarterback spot. And it's going to be a handoff. And there goes Logan Jack. He is still in the game as he picks up 3 on the play, and that's the second timeout to San Diego.
Yep, now it's just wait for the time to run out. And again, you can't say enough about the game that Logan Jack had, and you can't say enough about the offensive playbook for Carolina. I mean, it was spot on. They knew where to attack San Diego, and Logan Jack just he executed perfectly.
I think it's going to be interesting. I do believe the player of the game is going to be Logan Jack at the end of this, because a couple more yards here. Oh, I was thinking if he could get 200 by the end of this in garbage time, but he's going to be hit and dropped for a loss on the play by Mufasa Kamu.
Well, you never know. He could break one out here. He's at he's getting close. He's dancing around the 200-yard mark.
3rd and 10. No timeouts remaining for San Diego, and it's going to be kneel downs here for the Carolina Skyhawks with 1:05 left to go in the game.
I'm not very good at math, but it looks like they're going to get the ball back for San Diego.
Yep, they will have time remaining, as just a poor kneel down there. Could have taken some more time off the clock as well. So 4th down and 11, and Carolina will give the ball to San Diego, who scored quickly and tried the onside kick, but ultimately it was recovered by Carolina. So depending on how this goes, they will get the snap. So 30 seconds left. Low snap at that. Gets the ball off. No pressure, as it looks like San Diego is trying to get something going with the return, and it's going to be down at the 6-yard line. So we've already seen one Hail Mary from Vasquez to Shea Carroll, and he's going to need another one here.
Let's see if they can get at least one in the end zone, get some points up there. I mean, if the odds are against them, but, we've seen some crazy things happen in the SFL.
Down at 10, lined up in the I formation. Dropping back, pocket starting to collapse, throwing it on the run. Pass is caught, and it's going to be a gain of 7 on the play, and they're going to have to hurry this one up. 12 seconds left to go. Weston with the grab. I formation still. Vasquez dropping back, pocket, and down he goes. That could do it, and that will be the final play of the game. And a big sack to close this one out. 29-17, the final from David A. Richardson Memorial Stadium. And so, Charles, we conclude this one in week 4. And, boy, what a game we saw here from both teams.
Yeah, and you got to take your hat off to Carolina. They, on an offensive standpoint, they got made a decision to get Logan Jack involved in the game, and it showed. Jack executed perfectly, had a good amount of running yards yards on the ground, close to 200. He had 2 touchdowns. The Carolina defense took a lot of time off the clock. Carolina offense took a lot of time off the clock. Carolina defense did not allow the San Diego offense to get their momentum going. The San Diego started off strong, but the next series, Carolina shut them down, and then I think from that point forward, they didn't show much of anything. And so hats off to both the Carolina offense and the defense. And at this point, if I was going to give player of the game, I would clearly give it to Logan Jack, and maybe secondary to the offensive line for their blocking.
Davidson Joseph also has a say, because it was a tight game before his pick 6 that he took back to the house. But yeah, I would have to agree with you. I mean, it would have to go to Logan Jack. He was the one that really busted this game wide open, and it was Carolina's offense. His 2 rushing touchdowns made it a 14-3 ball game, and we'll get the player of the game momentarily. It is Logan Jack, 37 attempts with 190 yards, 2 touchdowns, 21 receiving yards. So on behalf of my analysts, Charles Doherty and Tyler Falk on stats, and executive producer Cameron Irvine, I'm Jeff Melanishin. This has been a presentation of the Simulation Football League, with the final score 29-27 in favor of Carolina. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone, and we still got 2 games left upcoming. Until next week, have a good night, everybody.